Hey, what's going on, guys? It's the Buttersford16 here from the Buttery Tocos, and I'm here with BeamNG Drive. Now, this game has been floating around Steam for maybe a year and a half now, I want to say. I don't know, it's been around for a pretty long time. Basically, the gist of this game is that it is a car crashing simulator. Now, they call the game, in like scientific terms, a soft body physics simulator, or whatever that is, which means, as you can see here as I go over some suspension tests, the parts are not like stiff parts, but they actually like bend and collapse, as you can see. Like, I completely wrecked this perfectly nice race car. Yeah. Alright, but then, anyway, so the actual thing that I wanted to do was I was going to do a review of all the cars in this game, which is actually quite a lot. Wow, that's glitchy right there. But yeah, this is the first car that I want to look at. This is called the, if you go into the vehicles menu, Ibishu 200BX. Alright, so let's do a quick drive of it first, like first impressions and all that. Oh geez, camera, what are you doing? Like, it's pretty easy to drive. It does tend to spin out very often, I guess, because it is a race car. I don't know. Well, I almost did like a sick like double 180 or whatever. Yeah, this thing really wants to drift. That's something that I want to. So it does go pretty fast though, and even though it does drift, it is pretty easy to control when it drifts if you're good at drifting. Like, I'm not good at drifting, so naturally I'm gonna do this, like just start like spinning out and all whatnot. But yeah, let's do a few crashes with this too. Alright, so my plan for this video, I'm just gonna drive it around for a bit and then I'm gonna crash it. And then let's freeze physics right here. And then get this camera angle. Let's get a good camera angle on this. Oops, what am I? Oh, jeez. This camera is kind of hard to control. I'll aim it right here. And then I'll put on... No, I missed it. No, where's the camera going? Yeah, okay, well, as you can see, yeah, it does crash pretty well, and this is in 8 times slow-mo. I could put it to 100 times slow-mo, but that's really way too slow, so I normally just use 8. And there it goes. Okay, guys, and we're back. So, this is the next car, is the Gavril Grand Marshal. It's basically like a large family sedan from like the 80s or whatever. So yeah, let's go. Okay, so first, driving impressions. It's not that fast. Does pretty well on the suspension tests. Although it did, okay, that did seem to break my suspension though, because now I'm like, okay, well now I'm stuck. Okay, so anyway, that small suspension test did seem to like wreck the car's suspension though. Let's go over a jump here. Yay. Pretty nice landing. It's not that hard to control. It does still like to drift though. That might be a problem when you're driving. It's like, oh hey, here we go. Let's make a turn. Oh no, we're drifting out of control. And then you spin out. Okay. Now let's move on to the crashing. Ooh, that's a ramp over there. I'm gonna go do that. Let's do a pretty nice crash on this right here. Ooh, I missed the ramp. Oh well. As you can see though, the crashing physics are really good. As you can see, the whole thing crumpled. On the inside, actually not that bad. But on the outside, as you can see, it's pretty wrecked. Alright, moving on to our next car, we have the Ibishu Covet. And that looks like the coolest one, I don't know, rally. Why not? Let's get it in silver. No, we already got some. Let's get in pearl white, because why not? It's the Ibishu Covet. Alright, so this is like a little mini hatchback. First driving impressions. It doesn't drift. It doesn't drift because it's four-wheel drive. Yes, that's what I like. Alright, it does have its own custom sounds, as you could probably already have told by now. Let's crash. Oh, wow, that was nice handling. There we go, we crashed it into a block. And yeah, it fares pretty well because it does have a roll cage, so person would survive in that. Okay, next car we're gonna move on to is called the what's it? Ibishu Pessima, and this is one of the other stock cars. Let's get V6 Sport. That looks cool, and let's get it in burgundy. Why not? And I don't know if it's just me or like the front of this very, very slightly resembles like a 1990s Mustang. I don't know, that's probably just me. Okay, but anyway, let's actually drive this thing. It is a lot slower than the other cars. As you can see, it's really not that fast. Handling is pretty good though. It doesn't want to spin out as much. Oh my gosh. Oops. Anyways, as I was saying, it does handle pretty good, except for that thing. I just kind of went off a bump there. Doesn't want to drift. Like, I'm steering all the way to the right full speed, all the way to the left full speed. It just doesn't spin out. So that's a plus side. Interior's pretty nice. And, yeah. Actually, I didn't really give you guys like a full 360 view of this thing. But anyway, here it is. You get like a nice like front like that. Alright, let's get a good crash on this thing, because crashing is like the best part of this game. So let's go into here. Freeze physics. I'm gonna enable slow-mo, 4x slow-mo. Actually, no, let's get it on 8x slow-mo. Going straight into this wall, and impacts. Yeah, there you go. It's a pretty nice collision right there. Put it back into real time, and yeah, next car. Okay, so the next car we have here is the Bruckle Moonhawk, which is like the big American V8 muscle car. And I'll get not the V8 drag edition. I'll maybe showcase that in a later episode, but I'll get the V8 special because that looks pretty cool. What's a nice color? Orange. Yes, orange. Okay. So this is the Bruckle Moonhawk, which is basically the muscle car, like I just said earlier. And let's see how well this thing does. It's a lot faster, as like you'd probably expect a muscle car to be. Although it is rear-wheel drive, so it does tend to spin out very easily if you floor it like that, like I just did. As you can see, I'm not really the best driver here. Oop, let's don't go. Oh, jeez, whoa, I almost went into that hole there. Alright, wow, this thing is really uncontrollable. Alright, like, come on, let's... There we go. Oh my gosh, what are you doing? Yeah, so as you can see, this is a very uncontrollable car if you don't really know how to drive very well, like me. So, yeah. One thing I do like about this car, though, is that it is fast. Like, for a huge hulking car like this, you wouldn't expect it to be that fast. But it is. Like, I could just jump that water right there. Alright, let's give it a good... Jeez, I was gonna crash it into one of those blocks. I mean, there's a ramp. Oh, did I break the car? Really? What the... I didn't even... Okay, well, I guess I broke the car. Let's respawn it here. I want to get a pretty good crash on it, though. So I guess we can jump this little mountain here. And go. Go. Yeah, there we go. There's a pretty nice crash. It got kind of stuck in the tree there. Wow, that's weird. But yeah, that is the Bruckle Moonhawk. Now moving on to the next car, we have the Ibishu Pigeon. Now there's no configurations for this. There's only one option. And basically is a three-wheeled. I don't know if you've ever been to like an Asian country, or like, I don't know, like if you go to like Japan or Korea or something. All those places have like, well, they usually have these little dinky like micro vans or minivans or whatever well, not minivan, but like micro vans, like I'm trying to remember one, the Daewoo like something. But then this is kind of like that, but also kind of like three-wheeled. Oh, you know what? This is like the Reliant Robin. If you ever heard of that car, yeah, that just reminded me of that. But basically, it's very, very slow, as you'd expect like a three-wheeled car to be. Ooh, almost tipped it there too. Yeah, it's the good thing about this car though. Even though it is three-wheeled, if you tip it, like it manages to ride itself back again. Like, ooh, let me tip. Nope, back to my wheels. Yeah. So that's basically the Pigeon for you. Whoa, that's ice. I didn't see that for a second. But yeah, let's do a pretty good crash on this thing too, because that's the most fun part about this stuff. And let's get a pretty good camera angle as well. And then I'm gonna put on some slow-mo on this, because I think yeah. Whoa, what's it doing? Alright, when we get to the wall, actually, for 8 times slow-mo, and there we go. Nice, like, I don't know, I forgot, I didn't see what the miles per hour said, but it is. Does it still drive? No, it doesn't still drive, but basically this car is now like 100% wrecked, as you can see right here. Yeah, moving on to the next car. If I open the vehicle menu, we have the Hirochi SBR4. Now this is one of the newer cars they added into the game, and this is also the fastest one, I'm pretty sure, because, well, I mean, it's modeled after a Porsche Carrera. That spawned really weird, so I'm gonna put it down like here. Modeled after a Porsche Carrera, and the Porsche Carrera is, Carrera, is that, no, Cayenne? I forget. One of those cars. But it is pretty fast. And as you can see, after I go over 50 miles an hour, that little spoiler in the back pops up. And let's get a pretty good crash on this thing too. This one does seem to crash better than other cars normally do, because like when I crash the other cars, like, I mean, this one, like, the wheel even fell off, and that wheel's just completely shredded right there. The other cars just kind of seem to, like, you know, or like that. Does it still? I could feel the wheels trying to spin. Is that? Oh, yep, that one wheel's trying to spin. Wow, actually, that's pretty cool that it actually still runs. And if I respawn this is actually a what you might call a rear-engined sports car. Now, it's not a mid-engine, because the engine is behind the rear axle. As you can see, that is the engine right in that little compartment. So if you smack it really hard into the front of the car, most of the time the wheels will, or the engine will hold up, and the car will still be able to put power to the wheels. It might not be able to drive, but it still might put power to the wheels. So let me just crash it like really hard in the front right here, and there we go. Oh, did I break it? Did I break it? Okay, well, I broke it that time. Maybe I just was going way too fast there, because as you can see, that is a really fast car. We're already at 70 miles an hour. Here, there's a pretty good crash. There's a roll right into a ditch. Alright, but as you can see, the vehicle still drives. Like, the wheels are spinning and the car is still moving. Just shows, like, the durability of this thing. Oh, actually, that's something that I never noticed. Those are whoa, that's the suspension system for the wheels. That is really cool. I never saw that before. But yeah, the back wheels still spin, and I did lose a wheel, but like the other wheel, it still functions somehow. Alright, Alright, so moving on to the next car, we have the Hirochi Sunburst, and let's get the Rally, because why not? The Rally looks the coolest. Cold Steel looks like a cool color, and since I'm already on this dirt course, why not use the Rally version? So, I'm gonna go spawn this at the beginning, which is right up here. Okay, so the next car we have here is the Hirochi Sunburst, and it just spawned in a tree, which is really weird. But this is the, like, I don't know, everyday car. Reminds me of a Subaru for some reason. But anyway, I did pick the rally version because I am at a rally course. Or a dirt course, so let's see how well this thing handles. Woo. Handles actually not that bad. Like, I'm like almost flooring it down through this course. It hasn't had any major problems yet. Like, it's just bouncing over like those things like it's nothing. Yeah, there we go. Just bob and weave. Yeah, so yeah, it's actually pretty good on that. And then I'll bring it up to here so we can get a pretty good crash on it. Let's go full speed down into that valley like I was just at, and there we go, crashed into the tree. Let's see what it did to the car. Yeah, it fared pretty well because of the roll cage once again. Okay, moving on to a next car. This is a Civetta Bolide. You have the 323.9 GTR. I'm going to use the 390 GTR because it looks the coolest. Let's get it in a black color, because why not? And this is obviously a supercar, so I'm not going to be driving it down the dirt road, obviously. If this camera would ever, like, go the correct way. There we go. Alright. As you can see, it is, like, incredibly fast with a really stiff and bouncy suspension. And also because of that, it is very hard to handle. Like, let's floor it, you turn. You can turn a little bit, but then it just goes kind of like all over the place. And I just went into the water, which isn't a good thing to do. So let me just plop it down right here. Alright, so I did see something that was pretty cool back down over there. Oh, I'm stuck in the sand, really? Come on. I did see something pretty cool back there when we were just starting the video. And it are you kidding me? No, I'm just gonna do this. Okay, so basically what's over there, that thing is like a race course or something, I don't know, but it looks really cool, and because I do have a sports car, I want to try that out. Just gonna plop it right here. Get into the right camera mode, and let's do that. If the car would stop freaking spinning out. Holy crap. Okay, car. Got it. Alright. Ooh, what? Wow. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? Wow. Jeez, that's actually harder than I thought. Let's try that again. Alright, so this is where I messed up last time. Alright, here we go. We're wall riding. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Oh no, don't fall off the bottom. No! Oh, there we go. Alright, so that was a pretty nice crash. Wow, that bent the car in half. Like, it's a banana. Okay, that somehow still works. But I turned the car into a banana. And you're moving on to our next car. We have all the way at the bottom for some reason. We have the Gavril D series and the Roamer. They're both in the same menu. Let's get the off-road, because this is a truck, and you know, off-road and trucks, they just go well together, you know. So let's get an olive green, because why not? And as you can see, that was a pretty big bump, but it handled that like nothing. Let's try going up this mountain here. No problems at all. And oh yeah, the suspension test's over there. Oh geez, okay, that's not what I wanted to do. But there is a little like few sets of ramps here, so if we could do this, jump, it made those, and it made that. Whoa! It almost made that one. Let's say it almost made that one. Let's back up back to this ramp and then do it again. There we go. Yeah, as you can see, it handles these things pretty well. And also, since it is off-road, I could bring it to the cave that's down there. Like, there's a cave down in that little thing over there. If you can't see, it's like, I mean, you can't tell there's a cave right away, but if you go down to that little platform down there, whoa. Anyways, as I was saying, this is a cave here, and as you can see, this truck is pretty, well, it's handling this cave pretty well. It's a really weirdly lit cave, though. It's all yellow and stuff. But yeah, it did get stuck on that rock. It is coming over to the bridge. No. No. Oh, that's bad. I think I might have drowned the char. Anyway, as you can see, though, during that part of the cave, it did really well. So I would count that as a plus for the off-road truck. I'm just going to reset it because the car is drowned by that little pool cave water. I'm going to get it up to speed and I'm going to crash it through there. So let's get 8 times slow-mo on this and then get a good camera angle. And get ready for the crash. Crash. And then real time, because the crash is already over. Yeah. Moving on to the next car, as I told you already, the Gavril D-Series and Roamer are in the same menu thingy, so I'm going to get the Roamer off. Or I know, I'm going to get the police package, because why not? And basically the Roamer, it does the same off-road things as the Gavril D-Series. It's basically the same car, just with like an added like SUV thing and like different front grille and something. So it does the same things as like the other car. So I'm just going to crash it real quick because there's really no need of seeing the off-roading parts. And there you go. It's a pretty nice crash. Dented up the bumper right there. Moving on to our next and, well, not final vehicle, the Gavril H series. Now let's get the, we've done off-road for all of these, so let's get the Cabster VAR cargo box car thingy. Let's see how this thing does. So I got in flame orange because that does seem to be a pretty cool color. There we go. Just didn't work for a second. That was kind of weird. It does drive like you'd expect a huge box van to drive. I mean, not very fast, but very like bouncy and like wee boing 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 boing. I'm pretty sure it is very top heavy though. Like, let's go like, yeah, there it goes. Whoa, dude, I did manage to save that though. Holy crap. Okay, that's a really bouncy suspension, as you can see, but it does function as you would expect a normal box fan to function. Now, as you can see, as I apply the parking brake, the doors do open, so you could stuff anything you want inside there. If you release the parking brake, then it closes. Alright, moving on to our last and final vehicle. You have the Gavril T Series, which stands for Truck Series. As you can see, this is a semi-truck. My favorite one is the long haul fifth wheel upfit thingy majiggy. So let's get it in that nice brown luxurious color. I got to say, this is one of the more nicer vehicles in the mod. As you can see, this is the interior of the truck. They spent a lot of time working on this, and it's actually a pretty nice interior for the truck. As like, I have been in a semi before, or like at least the cab of a semi, and it was a lot worse than this. But this looks actually like really nice. Hood view, wheel view, etc. Now, currently at this moment, you can't attach a trailer, but hopefully they add that into later releases, because having a trailer on this thing would be like boss. But it does handle as a truck, slow, and like, I don't know why the wheels are squealing. That doesn't normally happen in a truck, but yeah. Actually, let's see how it does in some suspension tests, though, because there was some back there. Not the little ramps we went over, but... Alright, let me line this up first, though, because, like... Alright, here we go. Over a nice suspension test. It's just, like, flying over the bumps. Lol. Did pretty well, though, and let's get a nice crash on this thing. I'll just crash it into that pole over there, because why not? Let's give it a tiny bit of slow-mo so I have time to adjust my camera. And... oh, wow, I missed the pole. Are you kidding me? Alright, well, I'm gonna hit the wall then. Gonna hit this wall over here, get the camera all nice and lined up. Then I'm gonna put it into 4 times slow-mo, I guess, because that looks... or 8 maybe, yeah. 8, that's good. And then there you go. Nice little crash. Alright, so that is the BeamNG Drive vehicles for you guys. Thank you all for watching. I hope you guys liked this video. If you do, please leave a like in the description down below. And click that subscribe button for more weekly videos. Uploaded every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You know, because we have, like, school and whatnot. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys later. Bye!